What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's go.
Yeah, great fire.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovich. Yeah, kid. That feeling. Back up in here. One more again. Happy Thursday. Today's Thursday. About to close out the week, pre-Friday. Nice little small NBA card. I know some of the games is about to start right now. And I know I'm starting late, the second day in a row. The way my sleepers pattern is, going to sleep late, to get up extra early before I actually got to get up to go to work to do the show for y'all. I'm sorry, I'm not there yet. I know I said I'm going to try to do the show like 10, but I'm not there yet. A couple more people got to watch the show. A couple more people got to share the video before I just come up here for one or two people. But nonetheless, I'm here. And before we get into today's games, what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick recap like we always do around this time. So yesterday was 9 games. And first day since September 16th, we had a losing day yesterday. By one game, we went 4-5. We gave out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locks. We went 2-3. But we did hit the play of the day yesterday, and I know that game was in progress when I jumped on here, but it is what it is. You can believe me or you cannot believe me. Denver Nuggets was the play of the day yesterday. We lost with Chicago, we lost with Atlanta, and we lost with Cleveland. Those games was in progress too, but I still told you who I had just for transparency. We was right about Denver, right about the Knicks, right about Houston, and right about Milwaukee, even though they did end up losing Giannis early on in that game. They saying it's a calf strain, the way he, fell down and couldn't get up. We don't know. They talking about trade rumors, but they've been talking about that, so we don't know if he want out of there or not. Do you ever think about, you know what I mean? Exactly. My record for the most part, we are now 79-67-1 on the locks, not from Yonkers. We are now 18-24 on the play of the day. We moving on up. You know what I mean? We was 10 games under 500. Now we only 6. I like my play of the day today. And as far as overall, like a circle, we are 174-148. Doing very well overall. We hope we can just keep that going. With that being said, first game on, which is going to be starting right now, we got the Boston Celtics out on the road, giving the Washington Wizards 10.5. And Boston play tomorrow along with the Lakers. And I like Washington. That game just started at 6-4. I like Washington. One, because they got to play Boston got to play Lakers tomorrow. Lakers is at Toronto. We'll talk about that in a minute. And they're on the back-to-back tomorrow. Boston did Hulk smash Washington already, 136 to let me just check for the sake of accuracy. I want to be accurate. 136-107, basically by 29 points. Could they beat them by 20, 15? Yes. My trepidation is if they get up big, which they probably will early, that they're going to probably rest their players in the end of the third quarter, the fourth quarter, and let the bench, carry the torch. And that's where I think Washington will be able to backdoor them. So I'm going with Washington. Next game up, we got the Golden State Warriors out on the road. Hold on 1 second. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Almost wowed out. Almost wowed out. This is more important than this right here. This job related. Pardon me. Shit. All right, we got the Golden State Warriors. As I said, Golden State Warriors out on the road at Philadelphia 76ers. That game is in progress. And Golden State is getting 4. It was 3.5. Then it went to 4. No Jimmy Butler, no Steph Curry, and I think no problem. I think no problem. I like Golden State. Will I be surprised if Philly, Joel Embiid's playing? I'm not sure if Paul George is playing. Let me check RotoWire real quick. I hate doing the show in this fashion because I don't have enough time to study and give a real, Paul George is out, Kelly Oubre is out, but no Jimmy Butler, no Steph Curry, and I think no problem. I think Golden State do enough to keep it close and possibly even win the game outright. And you'll be like, damn, how the fuck they win when there's no Steph Curry and there's no Jimmy Butler? Y'all know how. Come on now. Let's be real. All right, these are the games that didn't start, and I'm glad because I was able to do a little study. And next game up, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road at Brooklyn Zoo. Utah minus 5.5. Brooklyn just got their first win at home, not of the season, but at home against the Hornets. Prior to that, they was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They was 9-0 or 0-9. That was their first win after 10 straight home games. So I think it's back to losing. These two teams is in the same win bracket total, if you will. Utah is 7-13. Brooklyn is 5-16. So 2 games in the win column, 3 games in the loss column. Should they really be given 5? But I actually think the talent, no Cam Thomas, no Michael Porter, and just another slew of injuries for Brooklyn. I think, who else is out? Powell, Highsmith. Pretty much Utah got their whole team besides Nurkic and Kevin Love, if you will. So I like Utah to win. I like Utah to cover and beat Brooklyn at home. Next game up should be a good one or should it not be a good one? We got the Los Angeles Lakers out on the road at Toronto Raptors. Raptors trying to keep their win. Let me see how many games. I seen it on ESPN while I was getting ready for work this morning. What they were saying? 1, 2, 3. All right, so they're 1, 2, 3, 4. They're trying to win 5 in a row. No, they're trying to go 6 in a row at home in their last 6 games. In their last 5 games, they 5-0 at home, but they're also 0-5 against the Lakers in their last 5 games. No Luka Doncic tonight. They're saying he might come back tomorrow when they play Boston. Toronto has been playing well. For some reason, the Lakers has been their kryptonite. Toronto, they play the Lakers tonight. They on the back-to-back tomorrow, too. They play the Hornets. They play the Celtics, and then they play the Knicks for the Cup. Lakers, they play tonight. They play Boston tomorrow. They play the Sixers on Sunday, and then they play the Spurs for the Cup on Wednesday. I like the Lakers. This is where I have some trepidation when I be doing my studying. Shout outs to Gray. He like, damn, Lakers ain't lose back-to-back all season. And when the season is still early, but it's 20 games. A lot of teams has lost 2 back-to-back. Denver, well, besides OKC. But Orlando, they one of the top teams. Detroit, they one of the top teams. Knicks, they one of the top teams. Boston, Minnesota, the Suns, Houston even, right? I think Houston is one. Denver. So it's like all these teams have lost 2 back-to-back. Lakers the only one that didn't. Is this the game? But I think for me, the reason why I'm rolling with the Lakers and this one instead of going off that, theory is because Luka's out. It's like, so because Luka's out, they're probably going to win today. Then Luka might come back tomorrow against Boston, and then they might lose. So that's what I'm thinking. I do think Lakers is better also talent-wise, even with the players that they got, because Toronto was also missing R.J. Barrett, they missing Abaji, and they missing Patua, or however Pachucci, however you say his name. So I think the Lakers just missing Doncic and Smart, who just got there. Basically, I think they still better. So I'm rolling with the Lakers. Last game of the night. I didn't mean to make that mad long. Last game of the night. We got the Timberwolves out on a roll back again at the Pelicans, and they giving 12. Tuesday it was giving 12 and a half. Now they giving 12. First game was looking a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous. Had to go to overtime just to win by 7. Didn't cover the spread, and we had Minnesota as a lock that day. But we're going to go back to the well. We're going to take Minnesota again to not dick around and play with the food. You're definitely better than them. They don't got Zion. They don't got, what's the other dude name that paid Ice Spice allegedly, maybe kind of sold all that money? Jordan Poole. And a couple of other pieces. They got a lot of pieces out. They should have smacked them the first game. They didn't. So maybe the public could be like, oh, they ain't beat them, giving us 12 again. They might got a chance, and Minnesota is better than them. So I think they will win. I'm not going to play the theme music again tonight because some of these games started. But how many games started? 2? 2 games started. All right, here go the locks, even though I'm not going to play the theme music. Here go the locks. We taking Minnesota. And the play of the day, we hit 4 in a row. We're going to hopefully make it 5. The play of the day is the Utah Jazz, minus that 5.5. Hoping to make it 5 games for us in a row. You let me know who you like. Let me know who you're taking. Let me know what you think I'm bugging out at. Of course, I appreciate all of the feedback. All I'm asking is that you hit the like button so we can stay in the algorithm. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, Picking with Pop. We live, we rolling, we are unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money tonight.